Hey, my name is Jonathan, and I am doing a vlog in the middle of a field right now because fields make me so horny. I love fields. Seriously, you look at this field, it's so erotic. Like if I had a girlfriend right now, I'd be fucking her in this spot. So love fields. Fields make me so horny. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about radical international social work. Because right now, I'm getting a second bachelor's degree, a bachelor's degree in sociology, the concentration in Middle East studies, and I was preparing to be a missionary to the Middle East, specifically to Turkey. I've been to the Middle East 4 times, but I converted to Eastern Orthodoxy, and then I became a radical. I became a socialist, an anarcho-socialist specifically. So to re-change my career, change my focus, and I was in grad school for a while, getting my MSW, a Master's of Social Work. But my values changed to more of a radical perspective. I value radical social work. And other students in school are asking, well, what the hell is radical social work? Because they've never heard of it before. Like, it's from the radical critical theory related to social work. And so briefly, what radical social work is, what radical international social work is basically client-led policy. Me as a social worker, my aim, my goal as a social worker is to give those who receive social services the tools to be empowered to change the entire political and economic structure, because that is the source of your personal social problems. The personal is political. So like your own social problems, the social problems that social workers seek to relieve among their clients is within the entire economic and political structure. So the radical social worker empowers those who are receiving social services to determine for themselves what kind of social services they want to receive. It's all about self-determination. So I'm educating myself to provide the tools for those who receive social services to determine for themselves what their social services look like. And basically it's more independence, because within the traditional social work field is this huge bureaucracy where both social workers and those who receive social services feels frustrated about the entire bureaucratic system, like social workers going in to the field intending to change the world, but they get so frustrated and drained because they're working in such a dry bureaucracy. And those who receive social services, clients, they feel like they're just a number, and they just feel like they're just a person on a piece of paper. They don't have any value, and they don't feel like they can determine for themselves their life, their goals within receiving social services. So it's about empowering those who receive social services to change the world. And by organizing, like me as a radical social worker, my goal is to organize those who receive social services to basically into a cooperative, and that's another understanding of what radical social work is basically challenging the chain of command within any form of agency or any form of business. Specifically related to social work, like I've worked in both the nursing and social work field for several years, and I am sick of the chain of command. It's like, you know, direct caregivers at the bottom, then you got supervisors and administrators and all that. Like I'm an anarcho-socialist specifically. Radical social work entails both everyone engaging in direct care and administration in a cooperative model. Like both direct care, everyone owning the agency and owning the business, determining for themselves at all levels within the agency what that business will look like within a cooperative model. It's basically challenging the whole chain of command where everyone is engaged in management and administration of an agency. Everyone is engaged in that. So there's no chain of command. Everyone is in a cooperative model doing the same thing. So that's one aspect of radical social work. And so like it's regarding radical international social work. It's accentuated especially overseas because of neoliberalism, where these US-based multinational corporations are extracting natural resources from developing countries, is stealing all their natural resources, and basically killing off those who are organizing, like labor union leaders, assassinating labor union leaders, and just undermining the whole process of unionizing in developing countries. So it was accentuated in the developing world because of neoliberalism. So my goal as a radical international social worker is to help workers unionize so that they can change, they can determine for themselves the direction of their business, the direction of their work, instead of being alienated from their work in a capitalist society, because alienation to your work is a key symptom of capitalism. But within a socialist model, you are not alienated from your work. You own your work. So the goal of a radical social worker is to organize workers, to help them unionize so that they own their work. They determine for themselves the direction and the goals of the place they work for. Simple aspect of democracy. So that's, in a nutshell, what radical international social work is, like I hope to practice in both Africa and the Middle East in the future. It's a new field, so basically MSW is a waste of my time because that's regarding licensing. You're not caring for your clients, you're just caring, all you care about is the bureaucracy within a traditional social work in MSW. So, that's all I wanted to say, trying to explain to people what radical international social work is. And you're awesome, and I love you. Bye.